I don't know, man. I don't know. Devin Haney, Brian Norman, they had a final press conference, face-off. Oh, man. I know y'all want to know what Boxer Ego got to say about it. So in this video, we're going to go through it, and I'll give you my honest reaction when it comes to what I noticed and the takeaways. Should be a good one. Make sure you subscribe. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. A lot of people hit me up, sent me the clip on Instagram and whatnot, and the world wants to know what Boxer Ego think about the final press conference face-off between Haney and Norman. I told you, that to me is my main event. No disrespect to Anthony Yard, no disrespect to David Benavidez, but certain matchups are very compelling to me, and this is just one of them where styles make fights. Should be a great fight. I want to get started on what I've seen from the face-off. So I will play you an excerpt, and, you know, we'll just get it rocking the Ego way. So, final press conference. I don't know if I have time to make a video about that. The thing that stood out was the dads, Brian Norman Sr., Bill Haney. They were kind of going at it. But let's just talk about the face-off in this video. So here it is right here. So right there you see Devin Haney's all bouncy.
Easy work, man. That's that bounce. That's that bounce. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, baby.
I don't know. So I tried to play it without like interjecting. Now we can go back and I can state my case. I've told you throughout this buildup, I like what the Normans have brought. To me, the Normans are up enormous. They are up big in the pre-fight banter. Surprisingly, you got to look at it. Normally, Bill Haney is in his press conferences. You know, he's trying to domineer. He's trying to get his jokes off, his little one-liners and stuff. But the Normans, that country swag or whatever, that down south, that southern drawl, they've been cooking the Haneys. The whole buildup, they've been cooking the Haneys, in my honest opinion. They've had the better lines, the fresher lines, the more witty and clever quips in this buildup. Like Brian Norman, he's like, man, come on, stop it, Bill. Bill, come on, Bill. We can fight, Bill. And then Bill Haney will do a bunch of hooting and hollering. He's like, yeah, let's fight right now. And then he'll start talking about Turkey or something. Like, you're not trying to fight, bro. You're not trying to fight the man. If he said we could fight, you say you're down to fight on the stage or whatever. And then why would you fight? You know what I mean? Like, why would you fight and mess up your son's fight, mess up your son's money? Like, what are we talking about? But the bottom line is, to me, the Normans have done a better job, which is surprising because normally that's kind of like the Haney's bag to, I don't know, have the mouthpiece. But Bill, to me, hasn't been as clever in this buildup. He hasn't really had nothing to say, right? And then Devin looked bad at the press conference, which I told you I'm not going to deep dive into. But Devin was asked by Todd Grisham or whatever. He's like, in the face-off, you said this man, Brian Norman, was a bum. Do you really believe that? And Devin smiled like, no, he's a great fighter. So you were just talking. So you're definitely getting cooked because you just admitted what you said on the face-off was cap. So you just said it for no apparent reason. Versus Brian Norman, I did a whole video on the face-off. Please check that because I broke all this stuff down. But Brian Norman, he gave you credit. He was like, nah, Devin's a good fighter. He was like, I ain't going to take that away from him. He's done what he's done, undisputed, all that All praise to you, brother. So I told you I'm really him. I'm really the best that's ever lived in this industry. The best in the business, and it's not even close. Listen to what I say, and then wait, and then you'll see it is all revealed. In my breakdown that was up before this press conference even happened, I broke down the face-off, and I said, for me, give me the person that's talking with some sense, that's being realistic. Brian Norman was that. Brian Norman was the one who he was like, Devin is a quality fighter. I'm not going to hate on him and say he trash and da-da-da-da. Versus Devin, he was out here like, oh, you really a bum. I didn't want to say nothing, but you a bum. And then now you just admitted, fast forward to the future, final press conference, you admitted he's not a bum and he's a great fighter. And I even said in my video, I was like, I like how Brian Norman did it because fighters get so caught in emotions and pride or whatever, where they'll start bashing and denigrating their opponent. But if you do that to a certain degree and say they're super trash, then what does a win over them even mean? Plus, Devin contradicted himself because he said at the beginning of the face-off that Brian Norman was the best guy and a dangerous puncher at 147. So he went from beginning of the face-off, the best guy at 147, to when he annoyed you and he said he's going to walk you down and stomp you out or whatever, then you start calling him a bum and saying he was a bum. Fast forward to the final press conference, which I'm reviewing, and you said he's a great fighter. So for me, the Normans have been smoking the Haneys because you are all over the place, right? You're all over the place. I can't trust no person that is bouncing around, going from he's a great fighter, he's the best guy here, to he's a bum and he only knocks out bums, to no, I really believe he has power. I really believe he's a great fighter. Which one is it? That is the same thing that I'm seeing here with the face-off. The energy from Devin is peculiar, is bizarre, right? You got Devin Haney. Look, Brian Norman walks up very stoic, and Devin's bouncing and moving. What? Why? Where did this come from? You're moving like Jim Carrey in Me, Myself, and Irene, where he was like, this is a fist. Like, what are you doing, bro? I know y'all like that. This is a fist. Bro, why is he moving and gyrating and like jumping? Oh my God. Why is Devin doing any of this? And what makes it worse, for me at least, is I don't know if you can see this man's face or whatever. As you're doing it, he's just looking at you. So I don't know if you sizing him up, showing him you got bounce or you have a good weight cut. I don't really know. I don't even know why Devin did this, but Norman is just, he right here with it. Ivan Drago. This is what it reminds me of, right? And I put that on my social media. Make sure you follow me. I'm the best doing it, right? You got Devin bouncing up and down. And then look, you got B Norm, straight Ivan Drago. I must break you. If he dies, he dies. You will lose. To me, that's scarier. That's scarier. The dude that like you doing all this movement and moving around and stuff, and then the dude just staring at you, not saying nothing, not grimacing. Like I'm from Northern California. I've seen some stuff go down, and I'm not even talking boxing. I'm just talking about life. You know what I mean? And the stuff I've seen go down, I've told you all this before. You got to watch for the silent killers. Them the ones, like the ones that is quiet, not the ones who's like grimacing mean mugging, you know what I mean, doing all this extra. So I like the body language from Brian Norman, pause, me personally, because I feel like I'm not a body language expert, but I did take psychology in college, little stuff, you know what I mean? But my thing is this. I'm looking more so the character. You dig? I'm looking at the character. Like we've seen, or at least me, I've seen enough of these guys' fights, past works, and like I studied the sport. So for me, Brian Norman is in pocket with how he's always comported himself, right? Chill guy. When it's wartime, it's wartime. So to me, he's being who I've known him to be, right? But for Devin Haney, just think about it. And I know the Haneyacks are gonna get mad because Boxing Ego, I stay with the points. I stay right. Y'all know this. I'm really the best doing it. Devin, the whole fight week, has been in Saudi Arabia with the, I don't know if I look like he got the Apple AirPod Maxes or whatever, but he got these headphones, big over-ear headphones like I'm wearing right now. And the whole time in Saudi, when they're calling his name and grand arrivals, he got the over-the-ears on. He got the over-the-ear joints, right? They're like, Devin Haney, his dad could be chirping about to fight people. Devin, he's listening to whatever or listening to instrumentals or silent, what I don't know what he's playing. But he got the headphones, noise canceling over the ear headphones, right? Cool. So I'm looking at that. Cool. Fighters locked in. We seen Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder when he was at a presser for Tyson Fury rematch. He did the same thing. Headphones. Right? I ain't mad at it. Lock in how you lock in. Get it how you live it. You know what I mean? If you need the noise canceling, you want to cancel everything out, tunnel vision, I'm with that. You know what I mean? But how do you go from fight week over the ears, you got the over the ear joints, right? And like you're tuning out the rest of the world, so to speak, all of fight week, but then you do a final press conference, and while this man is acting in character, as I just mentioned, you're over here like, when have we known Devin Haney to do all that? Like, there's certain guys that are very theatrical at the face-off, like Conor McGregor. I don't know what you're thinking. Who the f is that? Right? Shoot your mouth meat. I've seen Conor McGregor, and he'll get low and like getting the thing, or even like Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz will, put his dukes up all in the person's face. There's certain UFC guys that I feel like they're real like animated in the face-off. I'm with that because that's who they are. Conor McGregor, he want to, get in the stance or whatever, do whatever you do. But what I'm saying is like this behavior from a man who went from over the ears all week to the final face-off where you didn't really say too much. It was mostly your dad popping off and Brian Norman dad popping off, right? You didn't talk really like gangsta gully to Brian Norman at the final press conference. And then you have this bounce. All of a sudden you bouncing and moving and like doing all this extra stuff. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that because I feel like this is not, it's like Devin is literally playing, like cosplaying a character. I'm not saying he's not a fighter because he is. But he just seemed like he don't know his identity or something. Look, what is it? Like, what are we on? Is that like intimidation? Because he's just staring at you. You try to show you go run in the fight. Like you got some movement to you. You got some bop. Like, look, and then you turn away and then he just looking at you. I don't know. I thought that was weird. given what I've seen in the fight week, I thought that was weird. I read in the comments a lot of y'all suggested that was nervous energy. It might be. And if you think about it, the dude that know he got bricks for hands, Brian Norman, and has put people down in a violent way in the last 5 years, that guy is Brian Norman. Devin has not had a certified knockout since 2019, right? And he's had minimal knockdowns. I think Regis Prograis, he did knock Ryan Garcia down, did knock Lomachenko down, did knock Jose Ramirez down. So that's the reality of it. So I just feel like the behavior from Devin is mixed signals and like, I don't know. That's why people are saying nervous energy. I can understand the power guy knowing he has power, being stoic, and that kind of is how he is during the fight. Like he ready to go. But Devin Haney's doing all this stuff. And for me, some people, I hate the internet, bro. Because then you're going to have the Haneyacks, and they're going to be like, oh, man, it's because he's so dialed in. He's so locked into a fight. Oh, my gosh. You're not a boxer. You never box. You don't know. You don't know he's locked in. Miss me with it. Because what we do know, you don't have to, it's not even about me. I'm not the one fighting this weekend. Floyd Mayweather, when you ever seen him do that? So Floyd, all the time he fighting Canelo and Oscar and Ricky Hatton and Miguel Cotto, all these dudes, you ain't never seen him do any of that. He's never like overly theatrical. He just sitting there chewing gum or something, right? Why he don't have to do that? You don't think he was locked? You don't think Terrence Crawford be locked? When have you ever seen Bud Crawford doing all that? Like, he don't have to. That's what I'm saying to y'all. If you got it, you got it. Crawford got it. Floyd got it. We know they got it. So for me, I don't feel like you have to do all of that. And if you do all of that, it would make more sense if that's how you always like got down, right? Like, it reminds me of Jay-Z. Jay-Z has a line in one of his songs on the it's on the Black Album. Jay says, I ain't animated like say a Busta Rhymes, but the message that you get when you bust down my lines, right? I ain't animated like a say Busta Rhymes. So Jay-Z Hove is acknowledging that his style of rap, he can't give you the Busta Rhymes experience because that's not how he raps. I can respect that. But I also respect Busta Rhymes. But Busta came in the game, rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Like, Busta Rhymes came in the game, hit you with no delays on this hand, yo. Selling with my 9 million on the dealing, yo. When I be on the mic, you know what I mean? Like, Busta, touch it, bring it, dang, watch it. Woo-ha! I got you all in. This is dangerous. We getting all in the camera with the fisheye lens. Like, gonna make your body, man. Yeah. Like, that's been Busta Rhymes' energy. So I don't expect Jay-Z to rap like Busta. They're both super dope, but you got to be who you are, I guess, is the message I'm saying. Busta Rhymes, his high energy animated, that works for him. Real talk, word on my way, beat, I got a brother back with another banging to set off the summer. Better get up and come around, because the way I be clogging up the toilet, you probably should go to Bubba. You never think you can come around and test me. I'm saying you should never ever think that you better get it together, but body your the mommy never trip. Like, bro, that's Busta Rhymes. Like, Busta Rhymes, that's how we get down, bro. Ludacris, load up, like the incredible, untouchable, spitting venom out of body with the dopest flow, and wonder why the lines around are going to get a little mother at the dopest show. 2 times for my independent women that be good in that case. Like, be you. That's all I'm saying. Like, Too Short ain't gonna rap like that. I'm from the Bay Area. Short dog been around since the 80s. For the last 8 years, rode around in the Mercedes, Lex truck, that caddy. Women don't call me by my name, they call me daddy. Like, Devin don't have no style, bro. He don't have no identity. Rappers, I don't know about new rap because I don't even like these new dudes. But the old school rappers, you know, when Method Man and Redman and Nas and Jay and Pac, you knew when they was on the track. DMX. So I just feel like Devin's energy is all over the place, bro. It's all over the place. You bouncing around like a maniac. When have you ever been like that? When has this ever been the Devin Haney experience? Like, when have we known him to do all this? Let me know in the comment section. Like, so to me, I don't know where I'm from. Some people are like, oh, it's because you're not a boxer. You're not a pro boxer. To me, this looked like somebody trying to hype themselves up. But when you got bricks for hands, you did the training camp, you ready, you in shape. I don't feel like you have to do a bunch of theatrics when you're not known for doing theatrics. That's the point I'm making. Period. Brian Norman, there's no theatrics. He's just staring and standing there. One guy's doing this, the other guy looking like a statue. Y'all can say what y'all like. I'm telling you what I like. And I'm telling you, that whole Brian Norman stoicism, I'm ready to punch you up, Ivan Drago look, this right here. Yeah, I'm a fan of this because just look at how he looking. He look like Drago, bro. He just staring at you. I like the energy from Norman this whole buildup. I am not going to hold you. Now, we'll see what it transferred to in the fight or whatever, but I'm feeling how they acting because this is like championship stuff. You know, he acting like you ever seen Terminator 1 where Arnold went to the gun shop and there's no emotion. He's just ordering the gun, the 9mm Uzi, 12 gauge autoloader. 45 long slide. Yeah, what are you doing? Give me the 45. Yeah, the long slide right there. Like, bro, when he was ordering them guns, he was just, there's no 45 long slide. He was just super. Bro, Brian Norman is Arnie in the gun shop in Terminator 1. No emotion. 45 long slide. Hey, you can't do that. Wrong. My boy Arnold said wrong and blasted him. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. I'll be back with some more heat. Right there. Let me know what you think. But I don't know what to really make of this newfound bouncy Devin Haney mumbo jumbo. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be back with some more heat. For more boxing breakdowns, incredible stuff, subscribe to Boxing Ego. Use my affiliate links in the description if you want to become a YouTuber. I got y'all.